channel and welcome to the video. In this video I'm going to be covering the restoration PvE gearing for pre-heroics and pre-raids. Yeah, so before I get into the gear, I'm just going to quickly show you my talent. Most uninspired talent tree you'll ever see. It's just because that's how things go for resto druids. There's just not enough spare points to get anything worthwhile in balance or feral, so you just end up putting all the points into restoration. I mean, you can just take whatever you want, honestly. As long as you get the main core ones, you're going to be fine. There's really not too much to say about it. So yeah, but the gear sets themselves. So I wouldn't necessarily say this is an absolute best list. What I would say, this is kind of a realistic gear aim. I am leveling 3 characters, or I will be trying to level 3 characters. Time is limited. PvP is going to be my focus, so the choices that there are to make inside of the game, I'm going to lean towards benefiting PvP over PvE. So I'm going to be going enchanting and jewel crafting. And the other thing I am thinking about is the cost of items, how good of quality the items are, how long they take to get, how easy they are to get, how long they're going to last. So just take into consideration all these things when I'm making these choices. So, perfect example is the headpiece, the Watcher's Cowl. It's a very solid item. It's not the best item. It's an item that is easy to get because we're going to be going for revered scenario and expedition anyway. So it's kind of nice to pick up. It gets replaced very quickly. There's no gem slot, so it's not going to cost me any gold. Not really worth an enchant either. The neck piece. This is the best neck without question, I think. High amount of healing. Get from a quest in Neverstorm, very easy. We have the priest tier set, shoulders and chest. Gem slots, worth slapping gems and enchants on these because he's only gonna get replaced in tier 4. So it's going to carry some weight through your heroics and tier 4 content. Life-giving cloak. This is going to be extraordinarily expensive, I imagine. But depending on how much it's going to cost, I wouldn't mind getting this because for 2 reasons. 64 healing, it is just better than anything else that you can get, and nothing beats that until tier 5. All the way through to the end of tier 5. So it's got longevity as well as high amount of healing. So I really like this cloak. The wrists. This one is from Exalted, Keepers of Time. It has the highest amount of plus healing. Nothing comes close. I will probably be using this until I replace it in tier 5. The weapon and offhand. They will get replaced very quickly. They're solid pieces, but not really worth an enchant or any great investment. For the gloves and the feet, these are items that you pick up during your leveling. So it's kind of nice. You'll be spamming these and should get these along the way. If you can get healing, gems, and enchants on them, amazing, because they're going to serve you a long time until you replace them in tier 4. The belts, there isn't anything better at this point, and like I said, I'm going to be PvPing anyway, so may as well use it. The leggings, they kind of act like a filler. They're not the best at this point, but I'm going to be using them for PvP. I might as well just use them as a filler because I'm going to get them enchanted, and it'll save me enchanting another pair. And also because they get replaced very quickly, we'll be looking to get the Pontiflex leggings from heroics. The ring, Mark of the Shatar, and Ancestral Band. I will enchant the Mark of the Shatar because this will last longer than the Ancestral Band. which will get replaced very, very quickly, so I'm not even going to bother enchanting that. The trinkets, Infinite Cycle is your number one trinket at this point. For the other trinket, you can take Lower City Prayer Book. This is, in fact, better than the Light Channeler trinket I will be using, but I'm just literally just trying to save a little bit of gold here and there. And it gets replaced very, very quickly anyway. The idol, very easy to get. Shadow Labyrinth, I think this one's from the first boss. This idol will last you the entirety of the game. So, amazing pickup. So for pre-raid, this is what I will be looking at. Not a lot of changes. Ring of Fabled Hope. This one is from Underdog Heroic. Get this one enchanted. Essence of the Martyr replaces that secondary trinket. This is going to last some time because of the massive amount of plus healing and the use. Like I said before, the Cowl replaces the Watcher's one from doing a whole bunch of heroics. The gem choices, again, as much healing as possible. I'm not going to show you my PvP gearings at the moment, but the best gems will be going towards my PvP stuff, but I can't recall what I'm using for that at the moment. And the other two changes are the Shockwave Truncheon. There are some good alternatives, but the alternatives either cost you a bomb with Hand of Eternity, or they're going to cost you quite a bit of time with Gapple of Pure Light. And the Truncheon, in my view, is better in all ways for what I want from it. I want to use it in PvP and PvE because of that plus healing and the massive amount of stamina. So it kind of works for both for me. Worth putting the enchant on. And then in the offhand, you can go with Tears of Heaven or Windcaller's Orb. More plus healing from Tears of Heaven. So it's just a very common theme. The more plus healing for Druid especially, the better. And that's just how I'm playing it. 1801 healing. The content, not the heroics, but the raids in tier 4 are going to be easier and shorter. The more amount of plus healing and healing output in my mind at this current moment, without actually experiencing it, to me just seems the way to play, the way to go. So there's a reason for my choices. We're trying to save as much gold as possible. The red gems are going to be extremely expensive, but really we're just trying to save as much gold as possible so we can get exalted here with the Scryers and trying to afford this cloak at the same time. Oh, and then all the PvP gear as well too. I'm not even mentioned that yet. But anyway, I really hope this was helpful, guys. And thank you for watching.